Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be your daily tarot card reading and astrology, of course, for Sunday, July 14th of 2024. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful weekend so far. Let's go ahead and hop into it and see what we got going on for today's energies. Kind of expected this. We had the Six of Cups in reverse. You know, this could definitely speak to nostalgia, familiarity, kind of a throwback to our childhood. But being that this is in reverse, I feel like this is going to be like us almost clambering for things that might have passed, clambering for simpler times, easier times, wishing that we were in simpler and easier times. It's not quite the case though. Let's see what else we have followed. Well, we do have the Judgment card in reverse. It's like, you know, whether or not we're going to actually answer the Judgment call today. The call to arms, if you will. Whenever I see the Judgment card, it is sort of like this moment of fate where the universe is asking us to take on a challenge or to do something or whatever. It doesn't have to be as big or as magnanimous as the Judgment card usually, what's the word I'm looking for? Insinuates, per se. But it is sort of like one of those like kind of faded moments though. Especially with the Six of Cups here, this could be definitely someone from the past just kind of showing up. But because it's in reverse, it's probably not going to be it's probably going to be more so on this person may drain you of your energy. They could contribute something, but I feel like this is not necessarily going to be like a happy memory. Maybe someone coming back in, maybe asking for help or wanting something from you. This could be somebody that maybe, you didn't necessarily have the greatest last interaction with, if you will, and them kind of coming back into the fray suddenly. Astrologically, this makes sense. We have the moon that's going to be finishing up in Libra today, and it's going to be making some pretty difficult aspects throughout the day. It's going to make quincunxes, which is a 150-degree angle, so I call that the awkward stare from across the room, to Mars, Uranus, and then Neptune. Then it goes into Scorpio, where it's in its fall position, and it immediately comes into a T-square with Pluto and Venus. So the moon's not going to be very happy today. Emotionally, we may find ourselves a bit moody. Emotionally, we may find ourselves trying to definitely balance and figure things out, but it's just going to feel awkward. It's going to feel awkward because Mars is here in Taurus, and we're trying to find our resilience here. Then we have Uranus here in Taurus, which is also a fall position, right? So the moon, there's actually some interesting mutual reception here where Uranus rather be where the moon is and the moon rather be where Uranus is. So we get like this little sandwich moment in between where things may start to kind of make sense, but Uranus also is just going to throw a bit of a wrench into things. So it may be random and out of nowhere. And then it quincunxes Neptune, right? So it's like we may have like this sort of idea in our head about certain relationships and certain connections, but then that awkward stare to Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces, is really asking us to really look deeper at things and not to be at surface level. Especially as we have to ask ourselves, is this spiritual in nature even? Is there an illusion though to what's going on here? So I'm like, with the Six of Cups coming up, this definitely could be someone from your past that reaches out to you randomly today and maybe asks for help or wants to reconnect or rekindle. And you kind of have to ask yourself, is this genuine? Then the moon goes into Scorpio and immediately squares Venus, which just went into Leo, and it squares Pluto as well. So we have back-to-back days with T-squares involving the moon. On Saturday, of course, was cardinal. On Sunday, it's going to be fixed. And like I said, this isn't going to really be easy. Remember, Venus is coming off of the opposition to Pluto, so she's trying to get her hot girl summer started, but she's also going to conjunct Mercury, which is going to be in retrograde, which Mercury retrogrades this week. Yeah, I know. That's something else that's coming up too. So it's like we want to move things forward. We want to move energy forward, but it's not going to move the way we want. That's why we have to just sit back and look at the things that are working out, the things, and just appreciate those things, appreciate those people, appreciate those relationships. That's going to be very, very important right now. Final card, I have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You gotta let it go. You know what I mean? Like whenever I see the Ten of Wands, I'm thinking of someone who's like building a house, but And it does require hard work, arduous labor. The Ten of Wands, when you're picking up these sticks, and it definitely can feel like you're carrying a bit of a load. Carrying a load doesn't have to be a bad thing, especially if you're building something. But if it's in reverse, you gotta let it go. Whatever blast from the past comes through today, you want to be very discerning. Moon starts off in Libra, which can make things a little bit more discerning, but then it goes into Scorpio, which can make things either very, very hot or very, very cold. And it's interesting too. It squares Venus, which is in Leo, which is very, very hot, very, very passionate. But then it also squares Pluto in Aquarius, which is rather cold, right? And Pluto is the furthest out planet too. So we're going to be in this weird period today where it's like maybe we want to accept this person or the situation back into our life, but we have to really be honest. Is it really for the best? Is it going to actually like raise our vibration, or is it going to keep us stagnant, or is it going to even lower our vibration? The cards are saying that what's done is done, and what needs to be dropped needs to be dropped. But like I said, this is just what the cards are saying. This is what the planets are saying. So I can't tell you what to do, but from what it's looking like, it's probably best to just cut your losses and move on. Maybe you have that final talk, or you have that that moment of what's the word I'm looking for, closure, if you will, and then you just move on, right? Change. I got the card of change. So do not take back your exes. If an ex calls you today and wants you back, do not take back your exes. I'm telling you, do not do it. Not a good idea. But people are definitely going to be kind of just popping back into your life, or situations are going to be popping back into your life, probably wanting forgiveness, wanting you to forgive them. I think you can forgive people. I think forgiveness is definitely very good in this situation, or positive. Doesn't mean that they need to come back into your life fully or at all if you don't want them to. So that's going to do it. It's pretty clear cut, honestly, for today's reading. So I trust that this message will assist you on your journey today. I know it was a bit direct and blunt, but sometimes that's just how it rolls. So, but y'all take care, stay blessed, have a wonderful Sunday. I will see you all on the next tarot/astrology reading. Peace.